still can't even hear the music. We got 500 in the room. Y'all hit that like button. Let's get it going. Just now getting this party started.
I just wanna take you home, so you can simply go make it on your own. Lady,
What's up, Don?
claustrophobic mind, and I am not that baby kind.
Do it.
Baby,
351 likes.
take you home,
Right back.
on your own. She's got a claustrophobic mind, and I am not that vagrant kind. Not that vagrant kind.
What is up, my beautiful turtles? It's your boy Dolly. All back up in the house, okay? That was my Tourette's just kicking in. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Michael Vaughan. We're going to talk a little bit about the murders that went down in Idaho, right? Dolly, been telling y'all, serial killer. The police now are saying it might not be a targeted attack. Who told y'all that? Dolly did. Dolly did. Okay, but we'll get to that in a few. Also, we're going to talk about a little bit about Leilani. Y'all remember that chick? The girl that killed her baby, threw her in the dumpster, and slung her in the landfill? Him? Y'all, anybody remember her? Right, so easily we forget. So easily we forget, right? Well, anyway, there's rumors that, you know, she was in suicide watch. And sometimes when you go to jail on these crazy charges, sometimes you end up on that. And we're going to talk about that a little bit, okay? Or is she in a cell with regular people where she can chop it up and get her hair did? Okay, can she get her hair did tonight? That is the question, okay? But real quick, for anybody that didn't know, they had a little press conference today on Michael Monkey Vaughan. Now, early on when they were searching, I said, well, what if they don't find this baby? Dolly be on. Why Dolly just be on? Lately, I've been batting 100. I've been batting 100 on everything. So I'm like, what if they don't find the baby? What if these people are just crazy? Okay? But, maybe they didn't find the baby. I was right about that. The people being crazy, they gave up a lot of information today. We know the tip came from a roommate. Okay? Somebody that lived in the house with the Wandras gave the tip that the baby is dead. The police in Fruitland are still saying the baby was abducted. The baby is deceased. Okay? Much as I hate to say that, because, you know, more than anybody out here on these YouTube streets, I had hope that little monkey was with us and that they were going to find him and there would be some answers and that, you know, Brandy would be a happy mom again. You know? Wow. So wrong. So wrong. So many things I'm right about. Every now and then you're wrong. Right? And the police are coming out saying this boy is no longer with us. We're going to jump over and watch a little bit of the press conference. It's heartbreaking. I swear to God, these people that done this to little monkey Michael Vaughan, I hope you pay for the rest of your damn life. The police are looking for more people. Okay? It ain't just the Wanderers anymore. We're going to go into that. And they're asking for these people to come forward on their own before they issue warrants for the people. Okay? So let's jump over to this press conference. And this went down today in Fruitland, okay? Let's get over there. And let's hear what J.D. Huff had to say. And I don't know if y'all noticed this in this press conference today. He also had Chris McDonough with him. YouTuber Chris McDonough, right? Mr. Don Wells is going to jail. Don Wells didn't go to jail. But it's good to see Chris McDonough. And I knew Chris McDonough was directly involved in this. Because there's a few things I didn't talk about. Me and Brandy sat around and talked for a while, and she told me Chris was helping her. So she reached out to Chris because he's part of the cold case files, and Brandy did not want Michael Vaughan's case going cold. She just didn't want it, right? Anything to keep it from going that, she was reaching out to everybody. She wanted to help unlike Candace Wells in Tennessee, y'all remember that lady that cried? She wanted all the internet's help, but really, she didn't want no help from the internet. Probably, I believe Candace is a lot smarter than people give her credit to. You know what I'm saying? She was just playing everybody. I didn't find Brandy to be like that. I thought Brandy was genuine from the very start. So to hear this news come out, I know it's crushing her, especially this interview today, because they're saying her child is dead. Okay, and that's coming from the police. But let's play it. Let's hear what J.D. Huff has to say. And he will show pictures of the people they are looking for.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to start out by saying thank you to our media partners. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome,
Thank
JD.
you for the continued coverage of the Michael Vaughan case. I also wanted to begin by just giving my sincere thanks to all the law enforcement agencies, local businesses, and members of the public who helped us over the course of the last year and a half.
And I had to say this. Look, guys, I've been to Fruitland firsthand. When he says the businesses, all the people, I mean, everybody in this whole damn community has a Michael flower up. Every business, everywhere, okay? And I mean, this is the tightest community I've ever seen when it comes to a missing person. I got to give Fruitland, Idaho that credit. If you go missing, you want to go missing in Fruitland, Idaho. All these people back each other, like 100. It's crazy.
Of this intense investigation. More recently, during the last 3 weeks, we could not have completed the work necessary without the selfless help of others. The community support has been absolutely incredible.
That is
As
true.
you know, from the time Michael went missing, this has been an all-hands-on-deck investigation, and it remains very active and an ongoing investigation. You can't take one of our most precious citizens from us and ever expect us to stop. During the course of this investigation, to date, we received credible information that the remains of Michael Vaughan could be found in the backyard at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland.
Okay, he answers later on. I hate to be a spoiler alert, but he answers how they got this information. This information came from a former roommate, told on the Wanderers, okay? He told. Now, they don't say who the roommate was. They do announce a couple other roommates that were there. But this roommate that talked, they're not telling who it is. But it was somebody that lived with the Wanderers.
As a result, the Fruitland Police Department obtained a search warrant for the residence along with the front and backyards. That search warrant was served on November 11th. It was a Friday. We served that late in the evening. Upon entry, officers encountered Sarah Wandra, one of the known occupants of the home, and Sarah was subsequently arrested based on probable cause that she had knowledge of Michael's death and failed to report that death to law enforcement. The following day, the Fruitland Police Department, joined by the Idaho State Police.
Now, I hate to stop this, right? But I want to give shout outs to JLR, right? Jonathan Lee Riches. He dug up some stuff today, which I found real interesting. Because I thought, in the beginning, somebody seen this kid and wanted a kid because he was a cute little boy, blonde hair, blue eyes, and they wanted a kid and they snatched this kid. Well, when Jonathan Lee Riches interviewed this guy today, he said that Sarah Wandra wanted him to have a kid with her, that she wanted a baby, that when she was in Las Vegas or wherever they lived before, previous, that they were, her and the Stacy guy, apparently they get down with other people, okay? And she wanted this dude to impregnate her. And he said she kind of plays the Jesus part, okay? I just want to throw that out there, okay?
The Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, the Fruitland Fire Department, and the Fruitland Public Works Department began a very methodical excavation of the backyard of the Wanderers' home. During that excavation process, the Idaho Mountain Search and Rescue, Mountain States detection dogs deployed multiple certified human remains detection dogs on the property, all of them alerting to the presence of human remains.
You hear that now. The dogs went into the backyard and they hit on the backyard. You can't stand JLR. Sorry. You might not be able to stand the guy. Some people might not like the guy. He may have a weird way of getting his information, but he gets it. I give him that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, if you got to do a cartwheel into a bush and jump out with vines hanging over your face, I don't care how you get the information, as long as you get it. These people wanted a kid, okay? And it kind of goes into my theory of somebody that wanted a kid. You know, apparently they don't have a problem. This girl's been trying to get pregnant and been trying to get pregnant from like any dude, okay? Like just shoot a baby up in me like there's dudes just lining up volunteering for that. No, you can't just, dudes ain't just giving away babies. I mean, some of them are, but usually not purposely.
Ground penetrating radar was also used and deployed, detecting anomalies in the backyard. We completed the excavation of the entire backyard and removed over 250 yards of dirt. Prior to backfilling the yard, the dirt was meticulously sifted for any potential human remains. We did not find Michael's remains.
Damn.
Although the remains of Michael...
I mean, so they're believing that body was buried in that backyard, okay, and it's been moved. The dogs alerted to it. They found anomalies when they were doing ground penetrating radar. Also, just to fill y'all in for all my sleuths out there, like, why ain't they digging in the neighbor's yard? Why ain't they in the RSO's yard? Today, tomorrow morning, they are going to be in the RSO's yard with ground penetrating radars. Now listen to this. I don't think these people might have been bad people in their past, but I don't think they're bad people now. Okay? Some people have a rough, rocky past, and then they try to decide to get their life together and they get their shit straight. These people voluntarily let the police search. The police don't even have to have a search warrant. Okay? They said, go ahead, search whatever you want. The people in the house next door, the registered sex, them RSOs, they're cooperating. Completely, fully cooperating with the police. They didn't have to get search warrants, not nothing. The police say they're fully cooperating. So, even though they had a rocky past, they're standing by. They have no parts in this.
Michael Vaughan were not recovered. We strongly believe, based on evidence, that Michael was abducted and is deceased, and that his remains were buried and later moved from the property. As of today, the whereabouts of his remains are unknown. However, the investigation is active, fluid, and ongoing. Once the excavation was complete, we conducted a thorough search of the Wandra's residence. The search was productive, and additional investigative evidence was recovered and is currently being processed. Evidence suggests that the following individuals who are currently in custody are involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan.
Okay, now let's keep this open. They don't have a body. They have Stacy in jail on unrelated charges, and he hasn't been charged with Michael Vaughan. They got Sarah, which has been just charged, which is a felony. It carries 10 years. I looked it up. Okay? Because I was thinking, that ain't that bad of a charge. The charge only carries 10 years. There's a thing that she might get a bond. Okay? She may get a bond on the charge that she's on, because that's a charge that usually carries a bond. Okay? So there's a possibility if she's not charged with further charges, she could get a bond. Okay? But I don't think that's going to happen. J.D. Huff don't think that's going to happen. And what they're saying is they're probably going to bring them up on more charges. They're speaking with the DA now. Okay? Not only bringing Sarah and Stacy up on charge. Well, Stacy ain't been charged with nothing yet. Bringing him up on charges, but also bringing up the two individuals he's going to show in just a few minutes. And if y'all just tuning in,
This
hit
is
that
Sarah
like
Wandra,
button.
35 years old. Sarah lives at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Sarah has firsthand knowledge and is involved in Michael's abduction. Sarah Wandra is currently being held at the Payette County Jail for failing to report a death to law enforcement.
And listen to this shit. This lady's so batshit crazy, or she says she is, that she can't stand trial. They got her in a mental hospital for 90 days, and they're going to do a mental evaluation every 90 days to see if she's competent to stand trial. But right now, it appears she's not competent to defend herself in the court of law. Huh. There's your killer.
This is Sarah's husband, Stacy Wandra, 30 years old, a male. Stacy was also living at 1102 Red Wing Street in Fruitland and was living there at the time of Michael's disappearance. We believe that Stacy has firsthand knowledge and is involved in the abduction of Michael Vaughan.
He don't look like the guy
Stacy's currently being
in the picture, right? You know, when we seen the guy walking, he don't look like that guy. Now, there's some other people involved in this, right? And there's the one guy we don't know. So right now we're seeing 4 pictures, but really there's 5 people, okay? The 5th person's unidentified because he is the person giving the information to the police, okay? So there's a 5th person with some type of involvement or knowledge of the kidnapping of Michael Monkey Vaughan, and they say it's credible. What this person is telling them is real. Okay, so this is why they're still coming to the conclusion that Monkey has been buried there and he has been moved.
being held in the Washington County Jail on unrelated charges. Now, the next individuals I'm going to introduce you to, let's go at the bottom there. This is Brandon Shirtliff, 30 years old, of Kuna, Idaho.
JLR got a hold of this guy. Okay, say what you want to say. He's a suspect, you know, but even before the police have identified him, people on the internet had done found him. So the sleuths out here were a lot better than people give them credit for. Okay, the sleuths be on it. The true crime community is badass. We will dissect some shit quick. Break it apart in a million pieces.
Brandon was living with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance, and we believe Brandon has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Brandon is currently believed to be in North Dakota.
Yep. He ain't hiding. Okay, so look, that guy ain't hiding. He's been openly talking. So I don't understand why they're having a hard time bringing him in. Because one, there ain't charges. So the police now are asking this man to reach out to them, okay? And not only this man, but the next gentleman. They're asking to reach out for him. If they don't reach out, they're saying there's charges coming for these two people, right? Because they have knowledge of it. Now, they don't say they're directly responsible for it, but they're saying both these individuals have direct knowledge that this kid was kidnapped and murdered.
Adrian Lucian, 32-year-old male out of Toledo, Ohio. Adrian was staying with Sarah and Stacy Wandra at 1102 Red Wing Street at the time of Michael's disappearance, and we believe that Adrian has firsthand knowledge of Michael's abduction. Adrian's currently believed to be in Toledo, but floats between Ohio and California.
So that individual, they do not know quite where he's at. He's a little bit more of a floater. We know the guy on the bottom's in North Dakota. He was probably pretty easy to find. So if internet sleuths can track him down, I'm sure the damn police can track him down, okay? Y'all got more technology than us internet sleuths, so I'm sure y'all can easily find the bottom guy. Now, the top guy, he may be a little more difficult to find. But, you know, these people live there. And how could you witness somebody do something horrible to a child and not tell? Arkansas just gifted 1 membership. Thank you, Arkansas. And if you got a membership from Arkansas, make sure you thank her. And that's a good way to support Dolly, guys, is to hit that join button. It keeps Dolly alive, okay? And keeps these live streams coming. Y'all don't want me homeless with no internet. I can't bring y'all sleuthing and news like that. So join up. Thank you for everybody that's been hitting the super chats. Y'all absolutely rock. Everybody that's a member, I love all you guys. And I hope these people right here get what the hell is coming to them. All right? I hope y'all get what I just... wish I could just Give me the baby powder and let me in a room with these people. Okay, I'll go to confession. I promise you. I'll make them watch 6 hours of the glare. And I guarantee you they will confess. Okay? I guarantee you that. Let's keep it going.
I strongly encourage Shirtliff and Lucien to contact the Fruitland Police Department detectives as the window of time for talking and cooperation is coming to a close. This remains an active and ongoing investigation, with conversations taking place with the Payette County Prosecutor's Office about Michael's case and those individuals involved. We also believe that there are others associated with the Wandras, Shirtlift, and Lucien, who may have knowledge of Michael's.
Yeah, it seems like the police were like telling this guy to reach out and contact him. Like, why didn't y'all reach out and contact him? That's what I'm saying. If YouTubers can contact you, the police can contact you. All right? If a YouTuber gets a hold of me quicker than the police, I'm going to be a little concerned. I'm like, yo, man, y'all late. The YouTubers done been here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? The YouTubers are getting there faster than the police.
Abduction, and I would strongly encourage them to come forward and speak with my detectives. Give me 1 second,
I'll post a membership link.
When we finally reach the conclusion of this investigation, and I can assure you that we will, all of those who have knowledge of Michael's disappearance and have failed to report or hindered our investigation will be pursued.
There's
a moment in time to do the right thing.
This is the link,
and
guys.
Bring your information forward and cooperate. And that moment in time is now.
I just posted it.
To date, the Fruitland Police Department has received over 1,500 tips and leads, and we received many new leads since this phase of the investigation has began. We continue to ask our community for support and patience as we continue to aggressively work this case. We also ask that the Vaughan family's privacy continue to be respected, and we'll continue to post updates as information can be shared.
Thank you guys for joining up. Thank you. Yeah, I just pinned a link to the top, the join link. Yeah, Chris McDonough is standing right behind J.D. Huff, you know, because he's been working on this case. He's been getting inside information because he works the cold case files. You know, he is a former homicide detective. So he does got a little bit of pull when it comes to that. Now, being right all the time, he ain't always right. But look, he's fighting a good fight, though. So I got nothing but respect for CM, as everybody calls him on the internet.
To find Michael at fruitland.org, or to Crime Stoppers at 343cops.com, or the Fruitland Police Department at 208-452-3110. Tipsters can remain anonymous. So, before I open it up for questions, I just want to make it clear.
He is a retired cop. He's a former homicide detective, but he is also one of the head people in the cold case people, okay? So, when I was speaking with Brandy off camera, she told me she had reached out with him because Chris was connected to the cold case things, and she didn't want things going cold, but Chris promised to help her. So when Chris showed up and everybody was like, well, what does Chris McDonough do there? I knew what he was doing there, right? Because I talked to Brandy firsthand. You know what I'm saying? And Brandy told me, she's like, I'm so happy that Chris is taking part. So Chris McDonough is directly in contact with Brandy. For sure. 100. Like, he's there, he's going by the house, he's talking with her, he's sitting, you know what I'm saying? So he's closely connected to the family now because he's been helping, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Chris McDonough for that, right? He didn't have to do that. He chose to do that and to help Brandy, and she needed all the help she could get. So the good people that stepped forward to help, thank you. And I know I give Chris McDonough a hard time about Don Wells being wrong, but no, I feel like he's a genuine good dude that is really trying to help her, okay? I don't think it's a clickbait money thing. I don't think he's a tragedy pimp or anything like that. I think he's really genuinely trying to help, you know?
That this is a very active and ongoing investigation. It's super important that we maintain the integrity of this investigation. So I'd ask you that you'd please tailor your questions accordingly. With that, I'll stand for a few questions. Alex?
So if Michael's remains are not found, will Sarah have to be released, or do you think that she will remain in jail once you locate the other people that you think are involved?
It is my belief that she will remain in custody. But again, we're in talks with the Fayette County prosecutor, and those talks are ongoing as far as.
Well, see, they need to bring her up on some more charges that he may not be able to hold her on. The charge she's facing does carry, usually people can bond on that charge. Now, they could set her bond really high, but she has the right to even ask for a bond reduction, okay, if she gets a bond. Now, how long this case drags out, if she goes to court before they get an arrest or a charge, of course, she may get out. And if she gets out, is she a flight risk? You know what I'm saying? And they're not tied her directly yet to killing the baby, but they're saying they're going to tie her to killing this baby, pretty much in so many words. She's going to be charged with the murder of this baby, okay? Her and Stacy. They just ain't said they're going to charge her yet because they just still need a little more stuff.
Charging.
And you can't speak to any additional evidence that was found in the house, like you said, you can't.
I cannot. Again, I just don't want to jeopardize the integrity of this investigation. Leslie?
Stacy Wandra is listed as an inmate in Washington County Jail, but he's not on the Idaho court records because it's currently like federal hold. Are there any other charges aside from hers that have been filed in relation to this?
Not that I'm aware of. Not at this point.
So no other charges yet.
What was different about the tip you received in this case after 1,500 tips over the last almost year and a half?
This is a
what
good
led
answer
to
right here.
the arrest and the search? Can you share any more about what led you to that home?
I don't want to get into the details on that, but I can assure you that the tip that we received was credible. I also released that in an earlier statement that it came from one of the occupants of the home, which led to that. Yes.
I'm sure that you guys in your investigation are following social media pages, which a lot of us have looked at. And one of them indicates a trip out of state taken within the time frame.
Over the dog.
I mean, without hampering the investigation.
Mama
you guys are at least
Fee,
aware of
thank
that
you
trip.
so much. Thank you for coming on, Dolly. Well, you're welcome. I'm not going to be here super long with you guys tonight because I'm actually working on the new batch of Dolly soap, which is the Christmas Wish and the sugar cookie. Okay, y'all can order it. All it is $10 a bar, $4 shipping. And all you have to do is send that to my Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. And you hit up bestsoapinthegame at gmail.com. Send me a screenshot where you paid, which soap you ordered, your name and address, and I will get it shipped out to you. The Christmas soap, my new Christmas soap, ships on the 5th. If you order the eucalyptus or the pink sugar, that ships out later tonight. I'm going to be doing some shipping. So get your orders in. All you have to do is, like I said, Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. It's $14 total with shipping. And all you have to do is send me an email, bestsoapinthegame at gmail.com. Include a screenshot of your payment, name and address, and what you ordered. And I will ship it out to you tonight, okay? Makes great Christmas gifts, great Christmas stocking stuffers. Smells great so your booty don't stink on Christmas, right? You don't want to be stanky? Get Dolly soap. And it makes haters cry. If you got a hater, you get Dolly soap. It'll make them cry. My haters, every time I sell a bar, they shed a tear, okay? And we got to have them haters crying. So y'all get y'all some Dolly soap. Thank you. Now back to our regular scheduled program.
Taken to get a dog.
We are currently aware of a
The
lot.
soap is great.
And
See?
so I would tell you that you just need to trust us and trust in this investigation. We're making tremendous progress. We're comfortable with where we're at. I appreciate that question.
They're comfortable where they're at.
So Sarah Wilder didn't pass her mental evaluation for when they were in hearing and things. Do you think this affects the investigation at all, considering?
Becky, there is no order form right now. All you got to do is make the payment, send me an email with what you ordered, bestsoapinthegame at gmail.com, and I just ship it to you. There's no order forms. There's nothing to fill out. You just make the payment, screenshot it, Send me that screenshot, your name and address, and what you ordered, and I'll get it shipped out to you. No order forms, no nothing. Quick, easy, bam, bam, bam. Rock and roll, baby. And I promise you, everybody will have their stuff before Christmas, definitely. Because like I said, if you order the eucalyptus or the pink sugar, I will have them out almost to you immediately. If you order the Christmas wish or the sugar cookie, which is on my Christmas soaps, they will ship out on the 5th. Okay? So you're guaranteed to have them by Christmas. You can drop them in your stockings, all that good stuff.
That to be the case.
I do not at this point.
Rosie, she's laying
There have
down.
been mentions
My
of
love's
a
laying
neighbor's yard. Has that been searched in any way or taken into
Listen.
consideration in this investigation?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we'll be deploying ground penetrating radar in the neighbor's yard tomorrow.
Boom! Y'all hear that, right?
So we haven't done that yet.
They haven't checked the neighbor's yard yet, but they're going to be using ground penetrating radar in the RSO's yard tomorrow. All right? I just want to make sure y'all clearly heard that. So they ain't giving up. They're still searching that area. They're just moving over to the neighbor's house to make sure there ain't no anomalies in their yard. And if they find something, they're going to be digging it up. Jacqueline says, 1 month Dolly, the suspect is from Toledo. Okay. You think that the suspect is from Toledo? Oh, the one, yeah. The top one, the guy to the right.
But we will. That's on the agenda for tomorrow. So thank you.
The landowner gave permission. Haters will hate when you buy Dolly soap. There you go, they do. They hate me selling soap. Hit that like, guys.
You know, I'm not this is ongoing. I'm not going to get into the semantics and dynamics of the relationship there. Alex?
A lot of neighbors spoke to us about a scooter that maybe you guys were looking for. Can you?
Oh, you're from
say anything
Toledo?
about,
Well,
you
keep
guys
your eye
have
out
a
for this
scooter
guy
that
to the
was
right.
related, or that's
Right
something
here.
that you were possibly looking for at the Wandra's residence at all?
You know, again, that's evidentiary in nature, and I'm not going to speak to that at this point. So.
You mentioned the other property that's going to be starting to be searched tomorrow.
Yes,
Are there
Diane.
warrants for
Thank
any
you. It
other
says,
properties
all right, let me read
besides
this
that?
super chat. It says, hey, Dolly, we spoke on the phone on your live show 3 evenings ago in Fruitland PD. Oh, wait, shit, it's moving. About Fruitland PD. Searching the Wanderer's neighbor's yard. We called it tomorrow. Yep, they definitely searching tomorrow. So if they see anything weird, they're going to be digging that shit up. You can believe that.
But I didn't see that out.
You know, not at this point, but, you know, through the course of this investigation, I believe that there are other locations that we will definitely be searching. So there is no
we
warrant for
don't
the search.
ship to
that
Canada
we're gonna
right
do
this
tomorrow.
second. We
It's
will
all
be in the
consensual.
future.
So I appreciate that.
Was the warrant that was executed in CUNA in recent weeks related to Brandon Shurtleff?
We did not have a warrant for any home in CUNA.
But was there a search related to his home?
Yes, there was.
You're close to Toledo also. Well, keep an eye out for this guy.
You
Well,
said
right
that
now,
you
here's the
got
funny
one.
thing. They're showing these people, but they're not wanted. Neither one of these two men are wanted. Okay, they're saying, look, we need to talk with you. You may know something. Come forward and tell us now because the time to tell is running out. Right? Because they're about to bring these guys up on charges. That's what they're saying. So they haven't spoke with them yet because they're saying, they're telling the two individuals, reach out to us because charges are coming for your ass. Basically, they're giving them a warning. Hey, talk to us now or you're going to get charged and you'll have to talk to us either way.
One of them is in North Dakota. You haven't located him yet. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Do you mind spelling their last names for us? I'm sorry.
Sure, I can. You obviously have the Wandra's last name, correct?
Call authorities.
Okay.
Do not
Last of
approach
Shurtleff
Brandon or Adrian.
is
Call authorities.
SHURTLIFF. Last of Lucien is LUCIENNE.
Faith Finder sent you a super
Okay.
$1.20
All right.
super chat.
Well, if we don't
Thank
have any
you,
other
Faith
questions,
Finder.
I'm going to conclude this.
Thank you. I see it now. I see it says, thank you for being you, Faith Finder. Thank you for being you. Okay. And hopefully there's justice for this little boy. If these people did this horrible shit, I hope they pay, okay? And this is one of the ones that touch really close to home for me because, I was out there searching for a little monkey.
Press conference. Karen, one more.
One more. If neither of these individuals do come forward with information, could they face any charges related to hampering an investigation or anything like that?
I would tell you that, I'm not going to discuss our investigative strategies at this point, but it is my belief that charges are forthcoming.
Just one last question. I know you're very proud of your team that's really done an amazing job so far. Can you talk more about that and about how they're doing?
Okay. Leanne, I just got your message on my Facebook. She got her bar of Dolly soap already. It says, she got the pink lemonade. No, she got the pink sugar one. And it says she loves it. I placed my order today. Your printer went out. I just got it today. That was very quick. Thank you so much. Much love. Okay, yeah, because remember when I was printing orders the other day, my labeler broke, but I ordered one off Amazon 24 hours. So it was here almost the same day at 5 o'clock. And then I just continued to ship everybody's orders. So yeah, I got them out to you guys pretty quick. That's what I'm saying. If you get your orders in tonight on the blue, which is the eucalyptus, or the pink sugar, I'll get those out to you immediately. If you order the Christmas wish or the sugar cookie, that'll be shipped out the 5th. Okay, but you can pre-order it now. Like I said, they're $10 a bar, $4 shipping. The first bar is $14. If you order 2 bars, the second bar is $13, and so on at $13. Okay, so let's keep this going. He's getting ready to wrap this up, though.
It's going to be tough.
It is tough. We've lived this case from the time that it began, and but I'm telling you, I've got a very strong, committed group of people here, and they come in here every day, and we're in this grind, and they are committed to finding Michael, and we're just not going to stop. Everybody should know that we are not going to stop until we uncover the truth in its entirety, I would say. So thank you. All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Well, there you have.
So there you have it. So they're saying they're looking for these 2 individuals, which we know one of them's in North Dakota. The other guy, he floats from Toledo to Cali, the Adrian guy. So if you see these people, I would say use caution when approaching, but they're not wanted. Okay, they're not wanted by the law. So right now, I guess they're wanted for questioning by the law, but they don't have active warrants out for these 2 individuals yet. But the police are saying that is coming, that there will be some warrants taken for this guy. Now I'm going to pull up JLR's video where he interviews a gentleman, a friend of theirs, and we're going to check it out real quick. Hopefully he won't hit me with a strike. And if he does, I sue him. No, I'm just playing. All right, let me see if I can find his page. Here it is. Here's his page. Videos. Where did he interview this guy at? He puts out videos every 10 minutes. Holy shit. This dude has a lot of videos. He's done put out 6 videos today. Which one was the interview? No, he's done put out... Damn, he puts out a video every hour? Damn, I'm slacking. This man got a video out every... I don't even know which damn video it is now. He had one where he was interviewing this guy. All right, hold on. How many videos has he put out today? Good Lord. All right, let me get back over here. I don't even know which video it is now. I was going to play it, but let me see if it was alive. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. This is the interview with him. Yeah.
Millions
So
find
this
a
is the guy they're
low-cost
looking
health plan
for.
at
JLR interviews him.
healthcare.gov so they can enjoy more
Give me
visits
1 second.
and have
I
less.
found it. It's just an ad. JLR is pumping out videos. He's relentless. No shit, right? He got a video every hour on the hour. That's what I'm about to start doing, pumping out videos. All right, let's get to this.
Here in Florida, 11/23/2022, we are going to discuss some very interesting information. This is, I would call this bombshell information. As far as,
baby.
if you are following the Michael Vaughan case, this puts a lot in perspective. This is big. This is big, and I'm going to share this information with everyone today. I'm covering this case. A lot of you have been seeing my videos on the Michael Vaughan case, but I have to share this information. This information was also shared with the Fruitland Police Department, but there's a lot of things going on right now with this case, and I'm going to put it in perspective here.
Do it up, man.
I don't even know where to start. First off, I made a video about this guy here. I'm going to show you guys right now. This guy here, and this is who we're talking about. I made a video shirtless, and you notice he has a Domino's Pizza hat, right? His name is Brandon Shirtliff. He is an associate of the Wanderers. He is an associate of the Wanderers. And he was in a picture there with the Wanderers. He's also here. This picture was taken a few months before Michael Vaughan went missing. Sarah Wandra, Stacy Wandra, Cesar Garudo, Brandon Shirtliff.
All right, we know who's telling then.
Right there.
That means, look, they didn't name the other guy in the car, right? You see the other guy in the car? I bet you that is who's talking. That is their informant right there. Remember they said it was another associate. They named Adrian. They named this guy, right? The Brandon Shirtliff, or whatever the hell his name is. But they didn't name that other guy. Somebody's giving them information.
Of it is, he has another picture with a girl in that same kind of situation. This is not Sarah Wandra, but this is Brandon Shirtliff. And you notice it's kind of eerily similar, right? Kind of eerily similar. We're going to talk about Shirtliff. Why am I going to talk about Shirtliff? Because I communicated with Shirtliff. I communicated with Brandon Shirtliff, and he shared with me a lot about the Michael Vaughan case. A lot. How did I get to Shirtliff?
He is in a Florida jail?
A lot of it is because of y'all out there, right? Y'all out there, I give kudos and respect. You guys send me all kinds of good information. You guys see that we're trying to find out what happened to Michael Vaughan and trying to bring public awareness so people can come forward and share information and let law enforcement know and whatnot. And I really appreciate the tips that you people have been sending me. Shirtliff's boss sent me an email yesterday, right? Shirtliff's boss sent me an email yesterday. And I'm going to tell you, without getting into really...
There's a guy from Truckee, California who is friends with Sarah, and he lives in Napa, Indiana. Okay, Florida girl. Thank you for your donation. I can see him better now because I popped it up on Let me put it on live chat. I got it still on top chat. Sorry, guys. That's why I'm probably missing stuff. Okay, there it is. There's live chat. So, at some point, he interviews this guy. Is this the video that he does it in? Or is this just him talking about all of it? I could have swore there was a part where he interviews the guy. Can one of my mods send me the interview where he interviews the dude? Because this is the wrong video. Dolly, you're frozen. Buffering, Jimmy. Okay, well, it'll kick back working in just a second. Just give it 1 second. I'm sure it'll work itself out. Is it buffering really bad? Back. Okay. Wow, I noticed my number of my viewers dropped way down. Was it buffering real bad? You can't see the chat at all. I did see the interview talk bad about the Wanderers. Okay, let me jump back over to this for a second. And we're going to pull up... They said he sent the video to the police. Let me see if my mods have that video. I don't know which one it is up here on his page. Can one of my mods track down the video where he interviews the guy? I remember he was saying that, you know, that Sarah was trying to sleep with him. Things like that. I know y'all said it's the wrong video. Hold on, I'm going to pull up my Facebook. Y'all send me the right one. Okay. I hear it coming in. Hold on. Alright, let's see. This is it. This is what I just clicked on, ain't it?
Home is where we make...
I could have swore this was the video I clicked on.
Definitely Riches Investigates. I am covering the Michael Vaughan case out of Fruitland, Idaho. 6-year-old Michael Vaughan. He's been missing since
this is the video.
July 27th, 2021. Where is Michael Vaughan? Now I have an exclusive interview I want to share with everyone on a conversation that I had with Brandon Shurtleff. Brandon Shurtleff, he was with Stacy and Sarah Wandra on the day Michael Vaughan went missing. And he shares a lot. He shares a lot. I'm going to share the entire video right now, unedited, uncut, full interview that I had with him, and then we will discuss afterward. You need to watch this. He shares vital information about the Michael Vaughan case. Check it out. Okay, now thank you for talking to me. Thank you. I respect that.
There he is.
Considering that I, put a video out on you, sharing what's going on. But as you know, I never said you were suspect. I just said that you were there in the mix. So this is very important because a lot of people are following the Michael Vaughan case, and people just want answers. People want Michael Vaughan. They want insight on the Wanderers. They want to know everything. So, can you just explain what's going on here?
What's that?
Can you explain what's going on? Like what happened? What went down? What's up?
Yeah, the people that I used to stay with sometimes on the weekend and drive taxi for or whatever, they're involved in some big shit about. They're saying they know more about the Michael Vaughan case and everything like that, and I heard that they're saying that they actually killed him themselves.
Now, who said that?
I think the detectives told me that that's what Stacy and Sarah said themselves.
Okay, so he has talked to the police.
Or they were involved in it, or they know who did.
Interesting. Do you know any names or these people? Who are they?
One of the people that went to their house before was Tanner Butler. I just looked at my Facebook page now.
Tanner Butler?
Tanner Butler. He was staying there with me and Stacy and Sarah at the time. Like all four of us were roommates.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so that might be who the witness is. Idaho, sorry. Florida girl. Yeah, now look. They say it was a person that lived in the house. This Tanner Butler must be the informant. Okay? Because he said there was them that they were living there. And this dude likes beer, yeah. I don't see this dude being a killer, but he done got drunk with some killers probably.
Go ahead.
And then I guess the whole thing on how this started was the fact that Sarah, like, kind of threatened him or, like, told him, get out of my house and don't come here no more because you were drinking, and I don't want you to be a bad influence on my poor little husband, Stacy, blah, blah, blah.
So
yeah.
And that was the incident earlier this year, April, around the beginning of April, right? They got arrested?
Correct.
Who got arrested?
Sarah did. Sarah Wandra. And then Stacy. Okay, so Stacy got arrested first.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, Sarah got arrested not long after.
Interesting.
And that was all over guns. It was all over a .17 caliber, some kind of little gun they had.
Yeah, I saw the reports, and I saw that I read the indictment of Stacy, and he was trying to sell a gun. I think it's the gun you just described, to a gun shop out in
He's drinking that old school Coors.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So, but you're saying Sarah got in a fight with this Tanner guy around the same time in her house.
Right after he went to give that gun to somebody else, then that is when he went and tried to sell the gun to that gunsmith guy. And then right after that, Sarah was arrested for threatening that other roommate kid with a Glock or a gun or some shit that they weren't even supposed to have.
So it was all over Tanner drinking in the house.
Yes.
It's interesting that you say that because I've observed posts.
The email you send it to is soap orders to is, listen, real close. Best soap in the game at gmail.com. Best soap in the game at gmail.com. It's spelled out. BESTIN the THE game GAME at gmail.com. Best soap in the game at gmail.com.
From Sarah, that she would make in her taxi group. She had a group called Faith Taxi, right? And she would make posts saying, I am not going to pick up anyone and deliver them to buy drugs or alcohol. I forbid that. I don't do drugs and alcohol. I don't want to be around drugs and alcohol. Something in that sense.
Yes, sir.
So, maybe, she's just didn't want alcohol in the house. How long was Tanner staying there for?
He was staying there for I'd say we had a relationship for 2 or 3 months off and on, where he'd just kind of come in, and then they gave him a taxi ride one day, and then they said that he could come kind of stay with them at nighttime a little bit so he could get a job in the day. And they're just trying to help him, give him a place to stay at night so he could.
So they were just bringing in vagrants off the street, people they would pick up in the cab. There ain't no telling who they had in their house.
Work in the day,
mm-hmm.
And then after that, get back on his feet, and then he's going to go back to his parents or whatever.
I like to see that too, Carol.
Interesting.
If he got tattoos.
So how long were you
like
there
that.
at the house for?
I probably knew him for 2 years in total, and I probably stayed with them off and on for a year because I went out and drove taxis at their little Faith Taxi business.
Yeah.
So I take people to Walmart and give them groceries and help them out in the community and stuff like that. And then I'd go back and kind of hang out with them at nighttime, and we'd do a little barbecuing, drink a couple beers, or whatever.
Send me a message on the same one. Just put shirt as the subject.
That was pretty much it.
How much did they pay you doing the taxi? What were they paying?
Usually they charge $2.25 or 50 cents a mile. So basically they'll go out and let people go where they want to go, and they just cover the fuel and give them a little tip or whatever to help them with groceries.
Okay. Did they have other people working for them besides you?
Yeah, they had one other guy that was working there, and then me and Stacy and Sarah. So there's like 4 total.
What was the other person's name? Do you know?
The other guy was I want to say
JR is pulling names out. Once he gets a name, then you know he's running background checks. He's going through your Facebook. He's seeing who their friends are. He's relentless. I give him that. I know people don't like him and they think he's strange and shit. That dude be digging up some damn information, man. He be getting it.
it was another Hispanic guy that was my friend that they met during that time.
Yeah.
And we kind of hung out, and
What'd you call him?
He had an SUV, and we drove around a little bit.
What was his name? What'd you call him? Hector? What you had to call your friend something? What was his nickname? You know, something.
And talked, and he kind of stayed there like 1 or 2 nights, and then after that, he just kind of headed out.
You don't know his name?
I want to say it was like, it wasn't Jesus, it was like, it was kind of like Caesar or Jesus, kind of like one of those names, but it started with a J.
But it wasn't Caesar, the guy that was in the car with you in that picture, right? Not him.
Right, because that was when that picture was taken. I only met him like 1 or 2 other times before that. Stacy took me over to his house and we picked him up for a taxi ride, and we took him to like, I don't know, just one of his friends, and then came right back. And then we were all just chilling.
Yeah. So you're saying that this Tanner guy did he must have done this to Michael.
His
Tanner
teeth
had
look
to
like
do
a
something.
liar.
You're hearing or
his teeth? I've never heard anybody say that. You got some lying ass looking teeth, man. You know what I'm saying? I can tell by your teeth you lying. I've never heard anybody say that.
No.
No, I don't think Tanner did anything like that. I just know that Tanner and Sarah got in a fight, and that's why she got charges in the first place, is because she didn't handle the situation properly.
Okay, so going back to the couple weeks ago when authorities went to the Wanderer's house with a warrant for the property to dig up looking for Michael, what brought them there? Like, who said what? Who said what to bring them there? Did the detectives tell you?
I think that they said that the cadaver dogs, they brought dogs over there and it alerted, like on a scent trail or something.
Yeah, that's true.
And there was rumors that there was a little tricycle bike over there and a little shirt or something like that.
But why would people spread rumors? Are you thinking they were just trying to pin it on them?
Possibly. Yeah, I think that they were, I don't know.
Yeah, because it is interesting, and I'm so dumbfounded on this because we all want answers. Everybody wants answers, right? Everyone wants the truth. Right. And I appreciate you telling me because, you know, believe it or not, you know, me digging in on you, I'm thinking, okay, this Brandon guy is involved because Sarah got arrested. But at the same time, people are like, well, Sarah's like kind of crazy, right? She's kind of mentally ill, and she could just been rambling, hey, I buried the body, when it's not true.
Yeah, and even if there was any bit of a slight suspicion or whatever that happened, I'm glad that they went there and looked, because that would be a way to find more clues to what is going on.
Yeah, because you told me you don't think Sarah or Stacy did this.
I don't think that they're capable of doing it because they're just kind of like normal people that just have little businesses trying to get money, just barely scraping to get by. They don't, you know.
And then.
So he don't think they done it, but here's the thing. They're not all there. They have transients staying at their house. Becky, I sent in an order with PayPal, but it won't let me screenshot to send proof of payment to you. Will you check your PayPal payment, please? Yes, Becky, I will verify it. Just put in the email you sent me that you paid with PayPal, okay? And it wouldn't let you send a screenshot. But you're fine. No worries. Thank you for placing an order with Dolly. Okay, the best soap in the game. All right, and I ain't just saying that. It's made all natural. Shea butter, olive oil, honey, oatmeal, couple secret ingredients, and a whole lot of Dolly love. A whole lot of Dolly love. Okay.
And okay, like what other business they got? They got the taxi business. What else?
And then they have an oil change business. So they started Wandra's Lube, and that's
Go
what came up on Google when you Googled.
Wandra's Lube. Okay, that don't sound like a oil place. That sounds like something out of a damn porno movie. Wandra's Lube. Anybody go get their oil changed at Wandra's Lube? Okay. That just sounds crazy. So they had a taxi business. They had a lube you up business, apparently.
Yeah.
And then that is why I was there at all ever for any reason, is to help them with their oil change business, because I did that before and I'm good at it.
Where would they do the oil change at? At their house there or another location?
They had a little shop over there in Ontario, Oregon, where they did.
Well, that's where they need to be digging. Ontario, Oregon. Okay? Because you got to remember, Fruitland sits right there at the border of Ontario. Okay? Oregon. I was there. That's where I stayed at. When I was in Fruitland, I was staying in Oregon because it sits right on the border of Oregon. And of course, in Oregon, you can smoke. And they got $3 grammars in Oregon. Okay? Just walk right in the jank, $3. They give you a whole gram of some kush. $3. You like, no tax, no nothing. I think it's tied into the price. But a big fat gram of kush for $3? Shit. Oregon ain't too bad. So I stayed on the Oregon side and just kept going into Fruitland, right? Because there ain't, you can stay in Fruitland, but you can't smoke in Fruitland, you know what I'm saying? So they need to be in Ontario looking at that other facility that these people got.
Oil changes. They were renting it out.
So up to the arrest where she got arrested in April this year, was that business still running?
It was starting to slowly decrease because it was going good, and then one day Stacy had an argument with the owner and his daughter over a shop vac, if you can believe it or not. And they were sitting there just doing that, and he said, if you're going to treat my daughter and talk to her like that over just a shop vac, then I'm going to go ahead and not rent this to you guys anymore. You know what I mean? And you haven't paid me for a little bit anyway, so things are not up to date on the payments. You guys, your contract has been terminated.
Interesting. Yeah. So what about the taxi business? Was that still functioning up to when she got arrested?
Yes, sir. That is correct. Yeah, I was still functioning, and it'd still be going today if none of those charges would have happened with her and Tanner. That's what set it off.
So she gets charged arrested for.
Okay, what does he mean with Tanner? Them charges with Tanner. When did Tanner go to jail? Anybody know this? How do you see what soap's available? This is what soap is available. I'll tell you. Pink sugar, eucalyptus, raspberry lemonade, okay? We have the Christmas ones, which is sugar cookie and Christmas wish. Okay, I don't know if y'all smell Christmas wish, but Yankee Candle has the same scent out as in a candle. The Christmas wish scent, it's a scent. It kind of smells like, it has like a sweet vanilla, orangish. It smells Christmassy. It smells really good. You'd be, if you haven't smelled it, that's a good way to, next time you go in the store, smell a Yankee Candle that has the Christmas wish scent. Then you'll know what your soap is going to kind of smell like. Okay. So that's the scents we have. Sugar. We have the pink sugar, eucalyptus, raspberry lemonade, sugar cookie, and Christmas wish, which makes 5. And Captain Crunch. We have the Captain Crunch soap too. Okay? So 6.
For fighting with Tanner, did she get bond? Yeah. Did she just get released?
I think they gave her bond. They gave her bond for a little bit, and then they let her out on a preliminary hearing kind of a thing. Mm-hmm. So they're waiting to determine if any more evidence comes up, if she really did, try to smack him with a dog bone, or if she tried to threaten him with a gun, or if that was true, or if it was just hearsay.
So he's accusing her of hitting her with a dog bone?
Yeah, he said that she smacked her with a dog bone and said, get out of my house right now or I'm calling the cops. And that's what started everything. And then right when that happened, me and her got in an argument as well, and I got my little van and I left and went home.
So you never went back after that?
Right. After that, I went back one time, and then I went back there and was hanging out with another friend. His name was Randy, and he was from North Carolina, and he got in a crash with his motorhome. So they're
Sephora at Kohl's is the perfect place to start shopping because you.
He got in a crash in his motorhome. All these damn commercials. Hold on a second.
By giving him a ride to do the repairs on his pickup. They got totaled from the crash, and then from there, that's when that kind of went sideways. And I went back there once, and me and him were trying to do the taxi by ourselves, but then Stacy got involved and got in with a new phone and tried to run the show in the company. And then me and Stacy got in arguments about who could drive the car, who couldn't, who could work, who couldn't, and it just became a big nightmare from there.
Interesting. Did they bring in like, it seems like they're just bringing people in because they want to help them.
Yes.
Why are they doing that?
I don't know. That was one of the biggest questions
During the
on my
video,
mind.
he says there's a secret
they were
door
trying to. They
built
said
into
that
the
they
floor.
kind of did it for God, or they did it for the church, and they want to give people a place to sleep at night so they don't have to be homeless. You know.
Yeah. Was Stacy religious?
He pretended to be, but he wasn't as.
I've seen it,
he
Roswell.
believes in God.
Turtle Gang
you know
hoodie.
what I'm saying, but he doesn't believe
Gotcha.
in like all the religious practices like most of the people.
Yeah.
But they went to church and they paid tithes and tried to help people and got money from the church to pay their bills, and they were with the church, you know.
Interesting. Well, see, because people are saying about Sarah, right? Because they're saying right after Michael Vaughan went missing, then she starts making all these religious posts, like within a month after he went missing, and people are suspecting, is she trying to repent? Is she have a guilty conscience? Is she trying to deflect and try to thwart off anyone that's investigating her to act like she's religious? Like, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, I know
Thank you,
that
Becky.
they always kind of like hid behind it, or they went with those kind of things. Like the whole time I was there, they just say, "Oh, we believe in God, and God tells me what we should do for the day and how to help people, and we believe in doing good to the community."
Look, I'm religious. I believe in God, all that stuff. When people start saying God told me this and God told me that, like usually I do talking to God. He ain't said nothing back to me, you know, and it might be because I don't know. I might not be the best person yet or good enough to talk to God, all right? But he ain't never said nothing back to me. So when people start saying that God talking to them and stuff, my first thought is you might be crazy, okay? Or you might be a saint, one or the other. Either if I look at you and you don't look like a saint, I just think crazy at that point. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why God, and I've had multiple people say this to me too, that God speaks to me. And that kind of scares me because God don't never say shit to me. I don't know, he must not like me or something. I don't know. But he ain't never said nothing to me. Not yet. You know, one day maybe, if I keep being on the right path and doing good, maybe he'll say something to me. But he ain't said nothing to me yet. Maybe he's given me some signs and kind of led me in the right directions. But far as saying, hey, Dolly, I want you to do this. Nah, he ain't did nothing like that yet. Okay? He ain't. Not yet.
And it'll come back around, kind of like a good karma thing.
Yeah.
And so that's why, like, they were kind of like good charity people. So I don't know why they would go.
God told me to buy Dolly's soap. Well, look, he told you right then. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he does like me there, honey bunny. Okay? If he told you to buy Dolly's soap, because he knows it's the best soap in the game. That's why the email is bestsoapinthegame@gmail.com. Pay through Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, $14. Shoot me an email, screenshot your payment, and we send you Dolly's soap. Okay?
With guns and then trying to run off with the story that definitely didn't happen in front of my eyes, or else I would have reported it too, you know?
Yeah, so
that's why it's...
BHB is in Idaho right now. She is covering the 4 murders that took place at the college campus. So there's a lot of information coming out about that too, you know. Now, I don't want to stop this, but this looks like this is long. We'll play it. But, you know, the police are backtracking now in the Idaho 4. They're starting to say what I said, that there's no targeted person. It's just a random killing. And who screamed serial killer from day one? Day one. As soon as it happened, serial killer. It's some Ted Bundy shit. That's the first thing I said. First thing when I seen it, I said, man, that's some Ted Bundy shit right there. That ain't no normal dude go up and kill your ass type stuff. That's straight Ted Bundy. Okay? So they're backtracking. You know, the time frame changed a little bit too of what time a couple of them got home. It was 1:30, it's 1:46. Now it's 1:56. Okay? It's the official time now. 1:56. That came from Kaylee's sister, right? I seen an interview with her sister, and she was saying that, you know, she wanted to make sure this was correct, you know, but so they got home just a tiny bit late, but I don't think that really matters. Like a minute or two, does it really matter? I guess, you know, in the end, it still ends the same way. You get murdered. The people were at the Sigma Chi party. They were last seen about 9. They come home around similar time. So where were they? If they wasn't at the Sigma party, where were they at in that time frame? Question. Ruby, hi Dolly, you sent my soap order out. I ordered on November 1st. I want to order more. Yes, I believe your soap got sent out. On November 1st. Yeah, you got sent out. So yeah, you just order up. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for ordering, Ruby. So we've been getting soap orders out this week. All right, so that's what I've been doing. So, and when I'm done here with you guys today, I'm actually been working on some stuff. So, and then tomorrow I got to be package it all, and then so that way by the 5th I can have everything shipped out to you guys. I missed Michael's actual press conference. Anyone know where I can clean stream of it? News 6. Put Michael Vaughan press conference News 6. Idaho. And you will get a clean stream of it. Or you can rewind this video and hear my stupid ass talk all over it. But if you want the clean one, that's where you get it, okay? Alright, let's jump back to this. You know, let's just jump back to this guy because, you know, the police are looking for his ass now.
Questioning to me.
And that's why I'm asking you questions, because maybe you have the clues of the idea, but you're saying that they couldn't have done it. Now,
Lex,
let's go back
yours
to
is
that day
shipping
Michael went missing.
tomorrow.
Right? So
it's right here.
That morning,
Tina
where were
ship
you
tomorrow.
where were you all at on July 27th, 2021, the day Michael was reported missing? Where were you guys at in the morning?
Okay.
As soon as your order goes out, when you hit a order up on Best Soap in the Game at Gmail, as soon as your order shipped, I send you a thank you note that says thank you, your order is shipped. So you'll know. Orders are going out tomorrow, so if you ain't got a thank you yet letter from me, that means yours is shipping in the morning, okay? Tomorrow afternoon it'll ship out. So, so be on standby.
Okay, so earlier that day, I spent the night there because we came in towing my car from my mom's to their house. And we came back over there, and then right as soon as we were getting the car back to
Lolo's in bed.
The whole neighborhood was on high alert looking for the little boy, Michael Vaughan.
Lolo is good. She's in there laying down underneath my jacket on the bed. She's been playful all day, running around, fighting, biting, just having a good old time, you know. So she's doing good. She's wore herself out. So, and then my buddy Steve-O came over here. She was playing with him. So yeah, she's just tired. She's in there laying down. I tried to call her to come in here earlier, and she was just like, nope, she's asleep.
And they said he went missing right that day earlier, right before we came in with
Thank you, Valerie.
The car we were towing. And then right as soon as that happened, I went out and tried to look for the kid with Sarah. We got in her little Toyota car and drove to the gas station and drove around after we got out of the pickup, and then tried to look in the field to see if he went down by the river or if he could be out just wandering lost. And, you know, that's what hit my mind first. And then from there, it was me and Sarah. We went to the gas station, got some milk, and then did this and that and came back.
I've smoked
and
it
then
all.
Right when we got back, Carson had his pickup next door with a light bar on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, hey, we need to start this up and kind of go look in the neighborhood and the farmer field and the river. We got to go find this missing person report that just came out, you know?
Okay, so now they're saying they were out there looking. That's kind of odd that the people responsible for it just happened to be out there. You know, they always say that the criminals return to the scene of the crime, all right? And, you know, they're saying, you know, These people were there when he went missing. And if they did it, they would have to know. I ordered Fruity Pebbles, but mint Captain Crunch. Is that the same? I want the fruity one plus pink sugar. The fruity one. We got pink sugar, eucalyptus, raspberry lemonade is what you wanted. Okay, you want the pink sugar and the raspberry lemonade. Okay, I got you. I'll know what you said, Becky. I'll remember when you say fruity. I'll know that's the only one that has raspberries and lemonade. It's the raspberry lemonade. We have raspberry lemonade, pink sugar, eucalyptus, sugar cookie, Christmas wish, and Captain Crunch. A stoner. I just got some of it and I like it. Okay, awesome. I smoked some good. Last thing I smoked really, really good. No, I mean I smoked a lot of good stuff, but something I liked when I like haze. Right, I smoked some really good silver haze. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. That's when I was in Vegas. They had a lot of that. I had to go to a few places to find it. I had to track it down. But when I did track it down, oh my God, it was worth the hunt.
So that's what was on my mind right when it happened. But earlier, before that day, before we towed the car, we went to Applebee's. And
what time was that?
That was earlier in the day after we woke up and had breakfast and watched TV and coffee. And then we went, me and Sarah and one of our other friends that was there visiting for like a week or so because he came in from the airport. He wanted to go visit his family over by Nampa area somewhere by the Karcher Mall.
Who was that?
So that's Adrian.
Is that the Adrian Hernandez?
No, that's a different guy. Adrian Hernandez, I was locked up and incarcerated with him at the Canyon County Jail earlier this year. And he was just there for like some kind of a quarrel or marijuana or just some little petty charge. And he's just there for that. But this Adrian that I'm talking about was a different person.
Who? Like, what's his last name?
I don't know his last name at all. I just know that he was Adrian and he had like kind of an afro. And we went and did kind of a YouTube video that day where we were trying to make music and kind of like a car crash scene.
Mm-hmm.
And we were hanging out with him doing that earlier. And then after that, me, Adrian, and Sarah went to Applebee's.
This dude's a waffle.
Where we dropped him off there.
What that says?
After me and Sarah got a chicken sandwich and a soda pop over there at the Popeyes restaurant.
Who bought the Applebee's? You
know who this dude reminds me of? And I hope this person ain't in the room right now. This dude reminds me of my homeboy Triple D. Okay? I don't know why. He just reminds me of Triple D. The way he grabs the beer, maybe in the Coors, and he's all nonchalant about everything. You know, he's just telling it all. Like, he's there, but he ain't involved. That is exactly how Triple D acts. He'd be there and act like he ain't there. You know what I'm saying? He won't get involved, though. So if he ain't involved, he acts like he ain't got nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you're here with us. You know what I'm saying? You just as involved. You know? And he just act like, ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't here. No, you're here. You know what I'm saying? You're a part of it.
Him. Or who paid?
Sarah took me to lunch over at Popeyes, and she was going to buy a sandwich for me, Adrian, and her, but he said, my family's here, I want to see him, so I'm going to go to Applebee's and go over here and have dinner with them, or lunch with them real quick, and then give me a little bit of time to do that, and then you guys come back and get me.
Yeah.
So we did that, and in the meantime, me and Sarah were bored just kind of driving around the mall, and we didn't...
He was banging Sarah. That's my prediction, okay? He says he wasn't, but I think he was. That's why he hung out. He's always with her. He's always with her alone. I think there might have been something going on.
Know what to do, so I drove back over to my house to get a water bottle and fill it up with water to bring back over to their house because I didn't like their water.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
And then...
That's a lot of shit for some water.
That...
Who's ever went through all that for a damn thing of water? You ever went in somebody's house and be like, yo, man, I can't drink your water. I gotta go to my house and get a damn glass of water. Okay? Like, this water here just is not acceptable. Like, we're in the same city. It's all the same city water. But you know, I gotta have my water. Jess gifted $5 memberships. Holy shit, Jess! You are the bomb. So if you got a membership like Lockdown, April C just got one, and everybody that got a membership from Jess, 5 people, make sure you thank her. That was super nice of her. And thank you, Jess, for supporting the channel. You absolutely rock. Okay? Thank you, Jess. Congrats to the winners. Which one is supposed to be gay? I don't know. I don't know who's gay in this. I ain't get that far yet.
Time. After that, we came back to the mall and we picked
He's a
up
water
Adrian,
Nazi.
me and Sarah, and then all 3 of us, Sarah, Adrian, and I, we hopped in the car and we went back to the Fruitland house where they do their taxi business.
All right, so where was Stacy during all of this?
He was back at the house.
So Stacy said, you think Stacy stayed home all that day? Stayed home?
We left him there at the house. I don't know if he stayed there the whole time or not, to be honest.
Was anyone else there with him?
I don't think so. I think it was just him home alone at that point. And that was before we went to tow.
And they had dogs and cats there?
So they did towing,
yes, sir.
oil
yeah, they
changes.
had one hound dog and like 3 or 4 tuxedo cats.
So Stacy's there. You guys go out. What was Adrian doing at the mall?
He was just visiting his girlfriend and his son. And then after that, we went over to Macy's and kind of went in there and shopped around for clothes a little bit. And
This dude does not look like he wears no Macy's.
Off. And then from there, we go back, and then that's how it goes.
Well, what about the afternoon from the mall to you going back to the neighborhood? Did you guys go anywhere else? Stop anywhere else?
We just went over to a pawn shop, I think, just kind of look around at the pawn shop a little bit. And then I think he bought like an iPad, or he was trying to get a new iPad, I think.
That's Adrian, right?
Right, yes, sir. And then I think he bought one there. We went to the pawn shop, bought an iPad, and then came back and we were just chilling.
So what car were you guys all in?
We were in that little Toyota, 2016 Toyota Corolla.
Okay, what is that? What color is it? White?
It's the blue one.
A blue. Okay.
Yeah.
And I remember you were telling me that they were towing your car. You told me earlier in another conversation that your car was being towed by their truck that day.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
So where's that come into play here?
I asked them earlier that day if we could use their pickup to go to my house, my mom's house, and get my Mercedes-Benz and tow it back over there so I could work on it if I was going to be hanging out over there doing the taxi business.
Yeah. So when did you guys go over there to get your car?
I think it was around like 6 or 7 at night.
6 or 7. Then
Full
you're saying
body
while
lube
you're
jobs.
coming back, that's when you noticed everyone searching for Michael?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I remember going to the gas station. We were probably at the gas station filling up like right at 7.
Right at 7. What gas station?
It was the Chevron right there just up from their house.
Yeah, it is. Good job there,
So
JR.
where you were seeing people out there looking for Michael, or you were seeing police?
I was just seeing police cars cruising around, and I was seeing a lot of like the neighbors going out in their cars cruising around, and just like the whole subdivision from the left side to the right side. They were all just out, everybody walking around and looking and
I bet they were. You know who won't? Y'all guys, because y'all did it. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? This dude, oh my God, man, you going to jail, bro. You going to jail. Okay? I heard the police today say you going to jail. You are going to jail. If you ordered with the order form, you need to send me an email to that email that says Angela D. Send me a screenshot of your payment and what you ordered and your address, and I will take care of it. So Angela D, still prayers for Angela D, guys. This is why we're not doing the order forms. Angela D had a stroke, if you didn't know. So she's doing fine. She's okay. You know, I mean, she's not okay, but she's with us. You know what I'm saying? She's with us, and she has a long road to recovery. Okay, so we're going to pray. We'll keep our prayer strong for Angela D. And So we moved on to this way because things got a little mixed up in the Angela D. I went to Georgia while I was gone. Angela D had a stroke. Okay, so when I get back, Angela D's in the hospital. I have no way to get the information from Angela D. So we started telling everybody to send everything there. And if you had an order that went through Angela D, just title the subject Angela D and send me all the information, and I'll get it out to you. So most of the people that had Angela D orders, we got out the day before yesterday. Oh, no, 2 days ago. Some of y'all might already have them orders already. So, but yes, we'll definitely take care of it for you. Just shoot me a message over there and title the subject Angela D. But include all that information that I asked. Okay?
Flashlights, search and rescue was there, police, everything.
But how did you know they were looking for Michael?
Because, so when we were pulling into the subdivision, Sarah was driving the pickup, and she stopped and talked to the neighbor that was coming down the road the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
And she stopped right there in the middle of the road, and they both opened their doors and they started talking to each other right there.
But how do you know?
And you told me you never seen Michael Vaughan before in your life prior.
Right. I never met him or his parents ever before. I just know that they're neighbors of where I was staying over there with the Wandras. They live like diagonal.
Happy birthday, Jess.
What about the okay. Yeah, I got so many questions. All right. So Adrian, where's he from?
I think he's from California somewhere.
So, but how did he get up there? Like, how did he end up there in Idaho?
Hot tub guy, the Domino Pizza guy. Yeah, something like that.
Come see his son and his old girlfriend or whatever.
But where did...
Yeah, because, you know, they did know a pizza guy. And that pizza guy, you know, what Tyler ordered a pizza before Michael went missing. I mean, it could have some ties to that. I don't know.
Sarah meet him? Like, how does she know him?
I don't know. I think he just randomly like called their phone one day from the airport.
You have a very large boyfriend in jail.
Can you give me a ride from here to there or whatever? And that's probably how those two met.
Yeah, because, you know, obviously, you know, Sarah, according to this arrest affidavit, she's claiming that this Adrian guy helped bury Michael in her yard. That's what she said, according to the arrest affidavits, or the neighbors. She also said the neighbor's yard, too.
Right.
So people are wondering, who's Adrian?
Yeah, he's just some kid that came here from California for a little bit to visit his son and his old girlfriend.
Did he get arrested at all?
No, he didn't get arrested or talked to or nothing.
So how long was he there at their house for?
He was only there for like a week up to 2 weeks, tops.
After Michael went missing?
After Michael went missing, I'm pretty sure he was there for like a couple days after that as well.
Okay, so he was there about a week and a half prior to Michael being missing. Then Michael went missing, and then a couple days later, he goes back to California.
I think so, yeah.
Do you know where in California?
I have no idea.
You're in a hot tub. I see you're in a hot tub. What's that, the North Dakota life?
Yeah, that's the North Dakota life, trying to stay warm out here right now.
Yeah. Interesting. So interesting. Now, did you know that, like, Stacy had, like, crazy...
This dude is in a hot tub drinking a Coors in North Dakota, giving an interview to Jonathan Lee Richards. Oh, my Lord. I've seen it all now. The man is out in the fucking snow giving an interview. Is that snow on the ground behind him? Am I tripping?
Criminal records in the past of being in the feds and locked up and all that kind of stuff. Did you know that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he talked to me previously before that, and he said that he got locked up for like a couple...
Well, you know, I'm sure Jonathan Lee Richards has been questioned a few times. He has experience. He has experience in questioning.
Like a year or two because he lied on a federal application to buy a gun or something at a store.
Yep.
So you've seen him with guns. Like, why would he still have guns if he already got arrested for it? Did he just not care? Or?
I think that was it or something. Because at first he said, hey, I know that you're not a felon and you can have guns. Do you want me to try to find you a gun? And I said, no, I already have a gun. I don't need to get another one, you know. But if you are selling that other little 17 or whatever, I'll buy it if I get money from you guys paying me from doing taxiing. You know, that was our first previous conversation.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I wonder why he was so interested in you getting a gun. You know, like why does he want others to get a gun? Is he
couldn't
like
get one.
fascinated with guns?
Yeah, I think he comes from a background where like him and his grandpa used to hunt back in the day before he got in trouble. Like when he went out with other people that were responsible, he probably did some hunting.
So some people are saying that does Sarah have any kids that you knew of or had kids?
No, sir.
See, some people speculated that if Sarah is involved,
was there a guy in
she
there
got
with
arrested.
him? Is
But
there a
people are
guy in the hot
speculating,
tub
hey,
with him?
maybe Sarah did it because she wanted a kid on her own because she couldn't have kids, or what do you think?
I could have swore I seen a guy next to him.
I'm in an interview right now, so I'm gonna have to do this real quick. I think that she couldn't have kids because her husband Stacy said that he got his nuts crushed in a bull riding rodeo accident or whatever, blah blah blah. He said he used to bull ride and a bull stepped on his thing and crushed it, so he couldn't have him.
So he couldn't give her a child then.
Right, and he wanted a kid and she really didn't.
Oh, she didn't want a child.
No, she didn't really want to have a kid, but he was trying to push that on her.
So is it
Lord.
possible? Okay, so you're with Sarah, and you're with Adrian out or getting your car and bringing it back. Is it possible Stacy was home left alone and did something and maybe like went out and snatched Michael? I mean, how do you do you guys know about Stacy's whereabouts at the time?
I personally don't.
It might be BK in the hot tub. That's what I was thinking it was. Anywhere there's two dudes tied up like a pretzel, usually BK's there. Now the thing about this is I think the police know this guy's lying. The police are saying this guy has direct knowledge of it. He's acting like up here he don't have direct knowledge, but he does.
So I'm saying that could be a possibility.
Because there was no one else there with him, correct?
Right. Yes, sir.
But you're saying that you were with Sarah all that day. You and Adrian and Sarah were all together throughout that whole day, starting in the morning. And you didn't she didn't go off on her own.
There's baby Gap in there with him.
No, I was with Sarah that whole day and Adrian. And then Stacy was left home alone.
Stacy was left home alone. When you guys were out, what cars were there with Stacy?
I think
Russian
he had
pretzel.
his little Cadillac
Yes.
Escalade that he cruised around at that time.
What color was that?
It was a white one, an older one that he traded his pickup in for. That when that pickup started to have a couple issues, instead of
Ain't no way Bubba get on a bull
in.
without breaking it.
Yeah. See, because he's left alone and no one else is there with him. I wonder if he ventured out.
He knows something.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
it's
For
not
instance,
anything,
when you guys got
everything,
back,
I mean.
was he in the house?
Yeah, he was in there. He was in there on the couch. I'm pretty sure.
What was he doing?
Just watching TV.
Like he never even went anywhere.
What was he watching?
Yeah,
Scooby-Doo.
because he's left alone. It seems like you three have it. You guys are each other's alibis, I guess. And you're saying you did whatever throughout the day, and I appreciate you talking to me. I mean, somebody that would be guilty wouldn't be telling all this in a sense, But people just want answers.
Yeah, and I want answers too. I don't think Adrian did it, and I don't think Sarah did it. But Stacy, I know that sometimes he's lied to me and he's lied to others, and he says he'll do something and then he really don't do it. And
Rest easy, pay easy.
Lord.
Buy your bed on your.
Okay, so this dude don't believe that the Wanderers could, that Sarah could have done it because he was sleeping with Sarah. Let's be honest.
I was trying to teach him that you're not supposed to do that in life, and then he'll get sometimes mad at me, So that's where my trail kind of ends, and that's where I'm kind of curious in my own head.
With Stacy.
With Stacy, I'd like to talk to him personally, and if he was here right now, I'd be talking with him.
No
say,
nuts,
hey,
Stacy.
I know you and me didn't. I know that you broke my watch, and you thought I wanted to steal your girl or this or that, but that was all accusations. It's not true. I was just there to help you guys work, make a business, and pay.
He was messing with that dude's girl. You heard that. He says that he's laid in the bed with her and she's been filling all up on him and stuff. That ain't something you do with some dude's girl. You know what I'm saying? He was sleeping with that lady. They got some direct. He has some direct involvement in this shit. You going to jail, homeboy? You going to jail? All right. Inmate number 22761. I know this. You're going to jail for a lot longer than I am. Okay.
That was my whole objective.
So he was accusing you of trying to get with Sarah.
Mr. Steal Your Girl.
Yes, sir. Like every day.
Every day. But he didn't kick you out of the house.
Right, because she liked me a little bit because I was kind of the cool guy on the block, hanging out, trying to save the day. And he got a little bit jealous of it, and I wanted to kind of shut that down and say, "Hey, we're all friends. You keep your wife. You guys."
It ain't no fun unless the homie can have some. Brandon get down like that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "What's your girl cooking for dinner? And can I borrow her later?" He's one of those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Come over your house, want to eat your chicken nuggets and pet your girl. Nah, homie. Nah, when you get invited over for supper, that don't mean it comes with dessert.
You guys get along, and you guys stop doing that, kind of like a counselor or a mediator.
Was he ever like, did you ever see him do any violence?
No. He pretended to try to be a tough guy, try to do that kind of stuff, but he never did it when I was around.
He's a pretty big dude.
He's a heavy feller. He's like 450, 500 pounds.
So, I mean, if you see him walk, does he get tired when he walks a short distance?
Yeah, that's true.
He gets tired when he walks a short distance. He's a 400-pound dude. So, did you snatch the kid for him? Because you look like you might be a little bit nimble, right? And the police are looking for you now in North Dakota. I'm sure if Jonathan Lee Riches can find you, the North Dakota police can find you. And your ass is going to jail. You better enjoy that hot tub while you can. You should get some Dolly soap. Look, everybody is about to go to jail. We need to send them Dolly soap so their skin is smooth. When they get to jail, they don't want rough skin. Right? We just doing it for the inmates that are already locked up. We want you pretty and soft skin when you get to jail. Okay? See, like right before I get locked up in Georgia, I'm going to start bathing with sandpaper. Okay? I'm not going to bathe for 6 months until my court date. That's a new strategy, right? Make sure nobody gets near me, right? But we're going to send all these other criminals Dolly soap so their skin is soft, okay? They need some shea butter. They need a little olive oil, a little bit of honey in there, a little bit of coconut, maybe a little goat milk. Get them all smoothed up. Then we send his ass to the joint, okay?
So it's interesting. So because he's left alone, you guys are out. Michael Vaughan goes missing around, we'll say 7 p.m. And, you know, what happened?
Don't let God down by Dolly soap.
Starkey?
I think
Honey Bunny.
he was driving for another
He
company
best.
at that time because he was mad at Sarah and Stacy because they were kind of trying to give him a little bit of bluff. For
Don't drop the soap, Brandon. Yeah, we're going to make a soap special for Brandon that has a handle.
And he was like, you know what? I can go work somewhere else or be part of somebody else. I don't have to sit here and take your guys' nonsense.
So, interesting. What about the Cesar Garudo? What's the deal with him? Is he involved? Could he be involved? Was he around their house?
I know that he went to their house.
Oh,
like
man, don't put
time.
that in the chat room.
Other than that,
You've been watching too much Pornhub, okay? You know them terms. If you know them terms, you need to seek little baby Jesus, okay?
me and Stacy went to his house one time, and he had a couple other friends over there, and they were just kind of
making a
hand-shaped chilling with a couple other people.
But Cesar was not around the house the time Michael went missing.
As best as I know, yeah, that's true.
Interesting. So you've never seen Michael. Have you ever hear Sarah or?
He's like, yeah, they ain't valid. They done killed a baby. You know what I'm saying? Would they hurt anybody? Nah, they wouldn't hurt a fly. You know, I wasn't sleeping with his girl. No good and well, you were sleeping with her. You're probably sleeping with all of them. Oh, Lord.
Stacy talk about the Vaughns or mention the Vaughns or say anything?
Never. Never once. Not even. The only time I heard...
You know, the bad thing is this. Here's the thing. When the police do come for you there, Brandon, you're in North Dakota, right? So they have to arrest you in North Dakota. So they got to hold you in North Dakota till they can extradite you to damn Idaho. So you ain't getting out of jail. There's no bond because there's an extradition on you. Either they're going to hold you there and the detectives from Idaho are going to fly in and speak with you, or they're going to send your ass to Idaho. Either way, you ain't getting out. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You ain't getting out. So when they arrest you, it ain't like, am I getting out today? No, you ain't. Definitely you ain't before you get there. You might as well know this, Brandon, if you're watching this. You ain't getting out, okay? You're not getting out until you sit in a room for 40 hours straight with detectives staring you in the face, talking about, tell us the truth, or you ain't never getting out of prison for the rest of your life. That's what you are about to hear, okay? And J.D. Huff, I gotta get, this dude look like he's serious as shit, okay? He don't look like that dude in Georgia, all up there, all dumbfounded and shit. J.D. Huff said it straight. He's like, you involved? You knew about some shit? We gonna hunt you down like the Wild West. I like hearing shit like that. That's what you want in your community. You want a cop that's gonna get your ass like, go ahead, break the law. I dare you. I dare you. J.D. Huff seems like one of those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Break the law, I dare you. I dare you to break the law. You know what I'm saying? He just has that. That seems how he carries himself. Right? And he makes you feel confident. Right? When they're like, look, you just gotta trust us. I ain't answering your damn dumbass question. You just gotta trust us. Right? I like that. I like that. He's like, yo, I know shit you don't know. Shut up. Right? I like that attitude. I do. And like I said, I think Fruitland is doing a great job on it. The detectives and shit and the police there, they're taking everything. It's a year and a half later. They didn't give up. Right? They ain't gave up a bit. They ain't slowed down. And they're just trying to put the final nails in the coffin. Right? Some people going to jail for a long ass time. I mean long, way long.
Them ever mention the Vaughns is when they stopped the car that day and they said, hey, there's somebody that's missing in the neighborhood. His name's Michael Vaughan. Do you guys know him or know where he went? That was the first time that came up to my attention. And then as far as I know, they both said, no, we don't know where he's at. Let's go help look for him from that point.
So they went and looked for a kid they killed.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so scattered
he's like,
here because it's just a mystery.
Right.
It's a mystery.
He just left
That's
out the right.
Right now,
He was like,
point,
yeah.
But you're assuring, like, if the Vaughns were watching right now, what would you say to Michael Vaughn's
Somebody
family?
said Huff is hot.
I would say, don't lose
Huff
hope.
is handsome and tough. He
Keep
carries himself a certain way. Confident. You know what I'm saying? And when you want somebody that's going to lead or in charge or something, that's the type of person you want. You know what I'm saying? You want a person that you feel confident that you're going to get justice. And when I watch a guy, I feel like, yo, he's serious as shit. He's talking about everybody going to jail. That's the kind of leader you want.
Up, keep your chin up, and know that he might still be out there somewhere because
he ain't out there.
They never brought him into their house.
Because you're responsible for it, and you lying ass. Make that 10 lies. Whoever the chat was in here earlier that said he lied 9 times, make that 10, because that's some lying shit right there. This dude was there. He was staying there. Where was that kid at when you was staying there? You lying piece of shit.
House when I was there, not once. No little kids ever even came into that house, and I was there like a good majority of the time running.
You lying piece of shit. You lying piece of shit. Okay? Lying piece of shit. I wish somebody would take a... I can't even say that. I can't even say... Let me say things that are non-violent, okay? Let me stick with the non-violent. Somebody needs to give this dude's neck a really tight hug, okay? Because he's just adorable.
The taxi business, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the people that I knew that was there, they seemed like they were all right, decent people that weren't trying to do that. They were just trying to have normal, everyday lives, you know?
So
he better drink the shit out of that course. You know what I'm saying? Somebody get this man a 12-pack. He gonna need it. What is your Cash App? My Cash App is $JAMZ TV. Jams TV, but not with an S, with a Z. JAMZ TV. With a money sign first, though, on Cash App. On Venmo, it's just Jams TV, no money sign. Passive aggressive, love it. Lie and drunk. Yeah, well, drink. He needs a Jeffrey Dahmer broom job. There you go. When he gets to the jail, yeah, they need to, put him in that same situation for being an old knucklehead. You just tell he's lying. And when people are really lie a lot is when they're not nervous when they're lying. You ever see somebody you can tell when they're lying? That's because they're nervous. They don't lie a lot. Okay? Because it's kind of easy to tell they're lying. This dude lies so much, he's not even nervous about his lies. Like, he just lies. It's like, I'm just lie. Like, his character don't change. His demeanor as he lies don't change because he lies all the damn time. Okay? People that lie all the damn time, you can't tell when they're lying. They lie so much. You know what the worst type of liar is? Is somebody that lies and then they believe the lie that they told. They tell it so many times they start to believe that it's real. I swear. I've had people lie so much that they believe it. Like, they really believe their own lie. That is when you are effed up in the damn head, okay? You know it's a lie. You made the lie up, and now you believe the lie. We live in a crazy world.
So, what's your family think about what's going on? Did you tell them?
Yeah, I told them. The police and the detectives.
Yeah, that's why he takes a
they've
drink
been at
after
my
every
mom's house
lie.
Since I've been gone, doing like siding in Montana and stuff, trying to pay bills, and they're beside themselves and just scared and freaking out. Don't know what's happening.
He should have grew a full beard because they're gonna love that ring around his mouth when he gets to jail. Okay, it's like a target. You going to jail, Brandon? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Right? Let's go to jail, Brandon. All right, you gonna hear the same shit I heard in Savannah. Click, 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 click. The only difference, I was able to get out. You ain't got no bullhorn Betty. Okay, you ain't got no bullhorn Betty. Scream and let them know. They just keeping your ass, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. That's what you're gonna hear. Let's go your ass to jail. You're going your ass to jail. Save them lies for your cellmate. I be like, man, I don't know. I won't dare, man. We was out at the mall. I wasn't sleeping with his old lady, even though we was always together and she was in the bed rubbing on my junk. But, I let her know, right? Now, I just feel like Brandon is lying right now. I feel like he's a little bit of a liar, Brandon. Just a little tiny bit, maybe at least 10 times. Of course, I only counted the one major one, but, they had you up to 9 in the chat before I even got to that one. You know what I'm saying? You were there when that kid was missing. Days after that kid was missing. There's no way you couldn't know. Okay? Your homeboy that was there with you, living with you, told on you. Huff said that. He said it was a former person lived there, told on everything. So they know you know. Okay? And you acting like you don't know. Your ass will know when you sitting behind bars, right? And you trying to strike a deal. They telling you. Time is running out, Brandon. It is running out. You going to prison. You better start talking like a fucking canary. If you didn't kill this kid, you better be singing. You better be telling on everybody you know. Because you about to go. Right? And I can tell you now, that dude's serious. Huff's serious. He was like, yo. If he said that same message to me, I'd have fucking said, as soon as that press conference would have ended, I'd have picked up the phone and been like, yo, Huff, man, I'm telling you, I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'll do whatever you need. You want me to come to Idaho? I'm on my way, man. I'm serious. I'll answer whatever you want. But I'm telling you, these people are fucking batshit crazy. I just needed a place to stay because I'm a fucking bum that drinks all the time and I can't hold down a job. And I just need a crash pad. But look, I ain't hurt that baby. I'm on my way to Idaho. I'll help you lock these fuckers up. That's what I'd be on the phone doing right now. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be like, you going to jail, homeboy. You going to jail. That dude was serious. He's serious. It's a heart attack. Serious. You gone.
What's going on?
So, do you feel like the detectives
He's gonna be Chris
think
Watts'
you're
roommate.
involved, or they just want to ask you more about the Wandras? What is the detectives' reasons of coming to you?
I think they want to find out more about like the
600
Wanders and their lifestyle, and how
pound
they
life.
are and what they do. And I'm probably the best guy to ask because I was there around them the most at that time.
Did you feel detectives
There you go.
think...
Confess. I was the guy that was around him the most at that time. You ain't no fucking genius, okay? I'd be right now trying to distance myself so far from the Wanderers. I'd be like, look, man, I mean, I was there, but, you know, I was on ecstasy, and I was really not there. I was somewhere else. I thought I was in the spirit world. Of course, I was in the same room with these people, but I thought they were just alien entities. Drugs are a powerful thing. I'd be saying something other than, yeah, I was the dude that was with them all the damn time. That was my peeps right there. You won't catch Dolly saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, I don't know them. Be like, you live with them. I did? I'd never even seen them. We were never in the kitchen at the same time or nothing. You know what? I went to the bathroom one time and there was somebody in it. And I was like, what the fuck? I just went back to my room. I never even seen those people. I wouldn't be up here going, yeah, man, we hung out every day. I ride around with this old lady. She was trying to rub on my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Kid comes up and says, yeah, I'm still there. You know my people. I was with them the most. You got something to ask? You should ask me. Wrong shit to say, okay? Wrong shit to say. Wrong shit to say, homeboy. You should have took a class, okay, in this before you did this. It's me, Angela D. Angela D. She's alive. Zombie! It's a zombie! Run! Brains! Brains! No, Angela D is with us. It's good to see you, Angela D. Welcome to the Turtle Gang. Or is it really you? It is really her! So I take it Angela D might be at the hospital. She might not be. Everybody say welcome to Angela D. It is so good to have Angela D back! Hail to the year. How do these people afford hot tubs and steady jobs? In Coors, right? That's just like $12. It might be $15 now. I don't know. I don't drink. I do occasionally, but I don't drink Coors ever. Like, I ain't never thought one time myself, like, damn, I'd like to have me an icy cold Coors. Can't say I have. Angela D. See all the little praying hands for you, Angela. You had us all worried to death. Everybody's been praying. We're hoping that you're doing good. You know, take your time, get well. We've been checking on you, making sure. Pathological liar. Everybody, I'm so glad you're okay, Angela D. Welcome, Angela D. Oh, little praying hands. My sidekick is still here with us. Can't get rid of Angela D that easy. Plus, you had the whole Turtle Gang behind you, Angela D.
You did something, or was it, you know, were they hard on you and questioning? Were they making you feel like
he's in North Dakota
of something?
Well, they were pretty stern. You know, they wanted to get to the bottom of it, and they kind of interrogated me, and they were pretty rough and, you know, aggressive with it. And I said, listen, guys, I didn't do it at all. And if they're saying that this happened and that they did it, they know more about it than I did, because when I was around,
he said, "No, can't get rid of me."
So they're like, okay. And then from there,
I'm so happy you're here with us, Angela D.
They hit me hard, and I told them everything I know, and then it's been a stealth.
It's been a good 2 days. Look, I got Lolo back. Okay, I got my car, and I got Angela D. It's the Christmas season, right? It's the Christmas season. I feel like a lucky guy. I feel like a lucky damn guy.
Fish a standstill, and we're just trying to see like who all was even at that point in time in history.
He blocked JR.
So you're not nervous at all? Are you nervous about being arrested?
He didn't know JR was just setting you up, homie. He was just setting you up for the police. Look, JR knows about sitting in that cell that you're going to be sitting in. When he was asking you these questions there, Brandon, he knew where you was going. JR is a smart guy. He knew your ass was going to jail. He knew your ass was done. When he reached out to you, he was just like, yo, this dude done. Let me get this interview before they cook his ass, right? So, you done. He just set you up for the okie doke. I would block JR too after that shit dropped. I'd be like, this man set me up. Block. You know what I'm saying? He sent that shit right over to the FBI. Here you go, FBI. Here's his fucking weirdo line. You know what I'm saying? So now when they pull him in the interview room, he's done said he was at this gas station, he was at this fucking mall. That JLR had him dropping so many locations. What this does is gives detectives these locations to check his alibi. So when they bring him in here, when they bring him into the question room, they're going to be like, nah, man, you told this guy that you was at this location. We checked security cameras on this location. You won't dare. You're lying. Right? And then when you got him in a lie, they're going to be like, yo, you're going away. You're going to be charged just like them. Start your fucking talking. And then it's a weight game. How long can you sit in that chair and stare at these people? Because you ain't leaving. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be sitting there. You better get ready for a good 36-hour fucking sit down. I know that. Congrats on Lolo, the car, and Angela D being back. Yes. Okay. Everything's working itself out. Christmas. Look, on the real, even to my enemies, all the haters, roaches, I want to hope everybody has a Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Even if you hate my face, you know, happy holidays to you. And liars don't remember their lies. No. And the bad thing is if you tell one little lie, you got to tell a million lies to cover that one little lie. That's why it's easy just to be like, when people ask me, Dolly, did you read that? I just be like, nah. Because then I got to be like, yeah. And then they'd be like, well, what did it say? I'll be like, oh, fuck if I know. Then you caught me in a lie, right? So it's easier just to be like, nah, man, I ain't read your shit. Well, I get to it when I can. You know, I just honest with everybody, because you start telling these little lies, you're right. You won't remember them. Shit, I'm a stoner. I can barely remember who I am. If I lie to a bunch of people, how the hell am I going to remember it?
Tested at all or anything?
Yeah, that definitely crosses my mind every day, you know, and I know that if I go back to Idaho, I'll be arrested
Lolo's asleep. Yeah, she's in there right there.
You know, they're going to talk about me about my marijuana charges, probably do 20, 30 days in jail myself if I go back. And then from there...
Oh, he's going to do 20, 30 days for some marijuana charges. You know, I honestly feel bad about that. You shouldn't... I got some nerds. You shouldn't be doing 20, 30 days on no weed charge. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm in a legal state. Smoke all the shit I want. I don't think it's fair. I think America is America. It ain't in 50 individual countries. If it's okay for me to smoke weed, it should be okay for everybody to smoke weed. I don't think it's fair. Like, when I lived in Virginia, it was illegal, and all these other states were doing it, I was like, what the hell? That shit ain't fair. I think the federal government needs to address that. Like, majorly. Prohibition, man. End the damn prohibition. This dude's an idiot. And yeah, he deserves to be in jail. Probably for fucking shit, maybe forever. But for weed? Nah. Like, we letting people out of jail and shit, expunging their records for stuff like that. Because they knew it was wrong to do now. But people still going to jail for this stuff? I can't get behind that. You know, I just cannot get behind. If anything, it should be a ticket. Okay, here's a ticket, pay a fucking fine. But to lock people up over some weed, that's like you drinking a beer and going to jail. As long as you ain't driving. You know, who are you hurting? They take all these resources to fight against this petty thing they consider a drug. But there's so many people selling heroin and fentanyl and methamphetamines that are killing and destroying families. Focus on that shit. Take all that resources away from this little petty shit y'all been fighting for years. And focus on the shit that is destroying families and destroying homes, destroying marriages. These hard drugs. That's what I think. Putting people in jail over weed, that shit's stupid.
So you have pending charges in Idaho?
Yeah, I have pending charges in Idaho just from probation and like possession of marijuana, and that's what I was in trouble with those guys.
So you're going for violation of probation.
I appreciate your honesty with that. Appreciate your honesty. Yeah. So you're not going to go back in there and try to settle it, or do you think they're going to extradite you, try to scoop you up there where you're at?
I think for now it's just a basis of I need to get back to work and get some money because I still owe them money on those charges.
Yeah.
So I kind of just came here trying to get to work because the other people I was working for, it was hard to get paid and pay all my bills on time. So I'm just trying to find a solution to make it peaceful for everyone and kind of find out what's going on here and get to the bottom of it. That's what's on my mind right now.
Did detectives ask you about any other names besides the Wandras? They say any names?
The biggest names that are coming up right now on this is Stacy, Sarah, Adrian, that
Garudo.
Yeah, Caesar Garudo and me, and I think that's it from that very day.
No mention of Starkeys.
The Starkeys, I know that they had previous charges from stuff, whatever they did in their life before. I don't even know. But, yeah, they said that they went to their house and asked them. They asked Mr. Carson Starkey and his mother that was hanging out there. And they questioned Dorothy, his ex-wife, that she can't really hear that good. She has to write everything down on paper.
Sparkle cleans everyday messes and...
Okay. This dude gives up a lot of information. Damn. But you still going to jail, homie. Because you lying.
Her nose or anything like that. So I know that they've been there. I know they dug up the yard, and it's a big case. Big thing here.
You go to jail for rolling papers?
You've been so now you've been Googling around following this case?
Yeah, and yes, sir. And then I seen your YouTube that you put out this morning. You know what I mean? My picture right next to those guys, and that's when it really started to hit home.
I bet it did.
I got to find everything I can do to help. I don't even care about me and my freedom anymore. I need to figure out what's going on here, and stop the lying and bring the truth to everything that I can.
Well, then stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Okay? When he seen his picture and he realized, oh shit, I've been figured out. Now you're trying to cover your trails. That's it. Right? You wasn't saying shit before. You wasn't volunteering information. Right? Until you was tracked down. Until you thought, oh shit, they done figured out who I am. Let me say something. Now I don't buy it.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you think, based off what you've been seeing, do you think any of the Vaughns are involved?
At first, my very first thought on all that, I thought, well, maybe just the mom and the dad got in a fight about custody, you know, because I got in a fight with my ex before about custody, and I know how that can go. So I thought it was just kind of like one of those things from the beginning, just who gets who, and maybe the dad came and got the kid and took him to his house, and
they live together. They live with their father-in-law. We talking about thought the dad, they wasn't split up. The mama went to work. She worked in the grocery store. Why would you? This dude is an idiot.
The mom got all mad and called the cops, and that's what I thought it was from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And then my second thought from there is that he might have went missing. He might have went out from his neighborhood because he was trying to go play with other kids like that, his age. And he might have got out in that field and went too far down. There's that Snake River right there by the...
Guys, and y'all seen me go down by the Snake River. That shit is so far. You would literally have to walk a mile. Okay? That field is huge. And then you got to go down them rocks. He wouldn't... Nah, he'd have been down in that field somewhere and they would have found him. Okay? He didn't... This dude knows what happened. He's thinking my second thought was he went down to that fucking Snake River. The one I went to, okay? Out there looking for this little boy that y'all fucking killed. You piece of shit dude, man. I swear he almost makes me want to throw up.
Ontario, Idaho border right there. So I said, I hope he didn't fall in there and didn't know how to swim, or if he swam to the other side and got lost, or who found him, or...
If he swam to the other... I couldn't swim to the other side of that fucking river. Did y'all see the current in that river? Did y'all see the current when I was down there? Anybody watch my Michael Vaughan videos? Probably not. Y'all don't love me. But I was down at the Snake River when I went out there looking for Michael Vaughan, a few months ago? And That shit, I couldn't swim across that river. I'd be dead. I took life-saving classes. I can swim. You ain't swimming across that shit. I'm telling you now. You might get the rapids might take you and you get to somewhere it's calm and you could probably swim out of it. You ain't swimming across that shit. Michael Phelps ain't swimming across that shit. I hate to break it to you.
What, because there's a million bazillion possibilities that could happen right here.
Yeah. Inside the Wandra house, what does it look like inside there?
It's just a regular, like, double wide kind of a trailer house. It's not a double wide, but it's a manufactured stick-built home. Just a regular 1, 2, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and a garage house.
Do they have a basement?
And they have a crawl space under there in their master bedroom. You walk in their master bedroom, take a right, and there's like this little crawl space right there. And I know that was open one day, and I went in there and looked, and there was like some kind of one of their cats that got down in there and pissed everywhere.
Oh, really? Why were you looking down there?
Because he's a thief.
Because it was open.
Oh, you were just seeing what it was.
Yeah.
What about a attic?
Nosy motherfucker.
The door was open, like they wanted their cats to go down in there or something. Or like that was another. I don't know. I went in their bedroom and looked to the right one day, and then that thing was open.
But it ain't all you did in their bedroom either.
Where's it at in their bedroom? Under their bed? Is it noticeable? Is it hidden?
It's kind of, you go in their bedroom and then you go straight into their master bedroom. There's a shower on the left, and then right when you turn to the right, there's just like this little hatch door that opens.
Yeah, most houses.
But if someone just you could see the hatch from the
it's an access
wall,
door.
You
Usually
could
they put a hot water heater or something in it.
It's cut into the carpet, so it's like just a big piece of carpet with like a little square kind of cut out on 2 sides, and then it comes open.
Huh?
Do they have a attic?
No, sir. I don't think they do.
Is their house? Well, at the time you were there, was it all dirty, messy, clean?
For the most part, it was pretty messy.
I think I saw a photo of you sleeping on the couch.
Yeah. That's pretty much the main spot where I hung out. Is just answered phones off the couch and went and drove taxis and went back to the couch, played PS4 and drank some beers and went to bed.
Who else was in that house that you've seen when you were there? Like anyone else that we haven't named that was inside that house ever?
I think there was like three or four people at least.
You're
when
buffering?
I was there, that came there. And this one guy, he got in trouble for like a BB gun.
Y'all hit that like button, guys.
Or something like that. He went outside the house because him and another person other than Tanner got in a fight with Sarah about staying in the house and God and religion and all that. And he went cruising around the neighborhood and he had like some kind of a knife deal. And he was.
All right, let me pause that. If it's buffering that bad, is it buffering for everybody? Buffering bad. All right, let's give it a second. Jimmy, close some windows or something. What is that going to do with anything? YouTube is playing games tonight. This guy, oh my God, I can't, he's a freak. He was awfully comfortable just going all around the house. That he was. Can y'all hear me? Give me a thumbs up if we're okay out there. I see a lot of people saying we're buffering. You're buffering and Breaking Bad, Dolly Vision. May turn off your cam. I can turn off my cam. I don't know if that's going to help. Did that help any? Okay, everybody's putting up buffering signs. Oh, I see Tracy 3 is anyway. Well, let's give it a little bit of time. It's been working fine so far, so maybe it'll clear back up. Is everybody buffering? I mean, Tracy's spamming it with the buffering signs and Jess. Okay. It must be my internet, guys. I don't know. I don't know why it's buffering so bad. But give me a second. And hopefully it'll work itself out. When everything's working, you guys give me the thumbs up. So, all right, let me see something real quick. Are we good yet, guys? Buffering? On and off. Buffering 2, buffering bad. Okay, well, damn it. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, it says we're having some internet. It's streaming a low signal. Hold on a second. Let me see what's going on here with my stream health. Alright, stream health. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth streaming. As such, YouTube experiences buffering. Yes, we're good. Yes, we're good. Yes, buffering. Yes, 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 buffering. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, buffering bad. Big time. Yes. I don't know what is going on then, guys. Still buffering, yes. Bad, bad. Even pause and it's buffering. Okay, now it says we should be back. Oh, wait. Damn. It's been a minute already, Dolly. Okay. Hear you. You can hear me? You guys can hear me? In and out. It's bad. It's out and on. Buffering. Buffering here. I've seen a thumbs up. Seen a bunch of thumbs down. So is it working for some people and not for others? Okay, well, it has to be my internet signal or something of that nature. Somebody's sending me messages. Let me see what this is about. I'm sure they're saying your internet's messed up, but I'll read it anyway, just to check. Buffering really bad. Okay, I see that. Somebody asking me to add their wife on Facebook. That must have been Brandon. Sounds like some Brandon stuff right there. Not here. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? At all? No, I mean, Brandon ain't supposed to be frozen. He's supposed to be talking, but is it
threatening that if he doesn't get to come back in the house, then he's going to, like, slice some people up or do this and that.
What's his?
Okay, we're getting an error. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain a smooth stream. I'm good. Good for me. Okay. A lot of people saying it's good for them, and some people saying it ain't.